So, we're done with Galley. The puppies are now a week of age and all onto the food. I'm down here to cut the nails while they're feeding. We'll just leave it for a minute. So, what's there to talk about? When you're going out looking for a puppy, what should you be looking for? It really depends on what you expect from the breed and from a breeder, really, it does. And the best thing to do is try and find a breeder that suits your own mentality when it comes to animal welfare, the way dogs are treated. And breeders, you know, we all have different opinions, breeders, and that's what makes it a competitive thing, breeding and the show. We all have different ideas and different methods and different ways of going about it. And when you're looking for a puppy, what should you be looking out for? You're visiting the websites and you're looking at the advertising that goes with those websites, which is all about champion dogs and how well their adults are doing. But the reality is, this is the future. Galilea here is the present and the past. These are the future. And this is where the care and effort and everything else has to come in. And this happens through experience and everything else that goes there. But the future is based on the past, the history, and is based on our experience as breeders. It's based on the mother's pedigree, what's inside her, the ancestry, and we take that and move into the future with it. So when you're looking for a kennel, hello Tinkle, when you're looking at a kennel and you're interested in a puppy, a couple of things to bear in mind, maybe what you should look for. How big are the litters? These are reasonably big dogs, and litters should be reasonable size. And when I say reasonable size, 7 puppies and upwards. That should be the norm, really. If kennels are constantly having below that, maybe it's an indication that there's something wrong in the kennel. It doesn't necessarily mean so. It could be just that the females they have produce small numbers. It does happen. And it could be as simple as that, but you need to ask the breeder why they have small litters constantly. The second thing is the mortality rate. Kennels that have a higher mortality rate would indicate that there's either something wrong with the way they're handling their puppies and the upbringing, or the dogs they're using aren't healthy. Well, hello. So anyway, what we're going to try and do, a bit of handling. We've had our feed, we look contented, and bring them up. Hey, male or female? He's a big one. Oh, he's a girl. What a big girl you are. So, oh, you are. He's a big one. And we've been handling from day one, as per normal. And now we're cutting the nails, and we want this to be a reasonable experience. No stress, no strain. And you get this through handling your puppies. If you don't handle your puppies and you pick them up and start cutting the nails for the first time ever, you're going to have a struggle. And it's no need. You're setting a tone for the future. And we want to set the right tone for the future with the handling. And I've got to do the other one, and you can't be having my finger. You go back to your mother any minute. Yes, you do. Bob. So, whoopsie daisy. So just about finish, and then you can go back to your mother. There we go. Nice and easy and relaxed. And that's the way it should be. And it's very easy to achieve, really it is. Just a little bit of care. There we go. And any minute, when another one comes off the tip, I'll be doing the next. So, to continue what we're talking about, mortality rate. Kennels with high mortality rate would indicate that there's something wrong. So you need to ask those questions. And if a kennel has a high mortality rate, either they can't care for their puppies, they're not good enough, which would indicate that perhaps they can't stimulate their puppies as they're getting older, which gives you that sort of problem. And you need to be in there right at the beginning, handling your puppies, getting that contact and everything else. And that's what we do here at TREBONS. But when you actually go on the internet and you look at the various studies that have been done on mortality in kennels in general, you'll see that on average an accepted rate of mortality is around about between 20 and 30%, depending on the study you're looking at, and that's in an 8-week period from birth to 8 weeks. And I personally think that's incredibly high, but that is the accepted rate And basically, in a litter of 10, it's 2 puppies per litter every time. And that I think is incredibly high. And when I compare it to our mortality rate at TREBONS over the last 12 months, we're at 2.5%, which is 10 times less than the average. And that should indicate to you, or it certainly indicates to me, that either the breed is very healthy or our lines are very healthy. And I can't speak for the breed, just can't. There's so much on the internet about new bloodlines and the health of the breed, etc, etc. And you know, when you're reading that, it seems like maybe there is a problem with the breed. And as I say, all I can do is speak about our dogs. If we've got 2.5% mortality rate, then we must have some extremely healthy bloodlines. The puppies that die through accident. They don't die because they've got deformities, genetic deformities or anything like that. It's accidents, and silly accidents, that really are preventable. With Swede, we lost 2 puppies, and that's why we're currently at 3% this time, this 12-month period. So, and we've got the little tails going here. You look, there's the milk's really flowing now, you know. Doink, 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 and they're all stuck in there. It's pretty amazing, eh? It's just gushing out. Look at this. And this is how we straighten the tails. We keep our tails straight, we put a weight on so our tail doesn't get above the back line. A little tip for you, no, just joking. But it is incredible, eh? Look at that. The tails come out and the milk's gushing, we're contented. And everything else. So it's all going well. Yes, so the mortality rate is something to look at, and if there is a problem with the kennel, you should probably avoid it. What we do at TREBONS to ensure the health of our females and the puppies, and we've been doing it for the last 8 years, is we always x-ray our females a week before birth. So we know how many puppies to expect. Just in case something goes wrong, we can act quickly and efficiently and ensure the survival of both the puppy and the female. We don't want to have any disasters, we don't want a high mortality rate. And as in anything in life, it's all about preparation. And preparation starts, the better your preparation, the better your results at the end of the day. And that's what really, when you're looking at kennels and visiting kennels, these are the sort of things you should be looking at, the preparation that's there. If a kennel doesn't do the x-rays of its females, you should ask them why not. It's really basic puppy care, I feel, and it should be done. As I say, if something does go wrong, the chance of something going wrong with a healthy female is remote, but why take the risk? There's no need to take risks. Oh yeah. So we're on to our next one. And hello. It's a female, and I think we've just done those ones. Yes, this is the one I've just done. The big one. Oh, you can see that. Oh, there we go. And the handling is always done gently and everything else. Can I hang it here? Oh yeah. I know. You're disturbed. Yes, I know. Disrespect. And it's another female. We've got some big females, big girlies, isn't it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's no good, is it? That's no good. It's no wonder you're big. You're just like a little vacuum cleaner. Yes, you is. So again, you're doing the nails. Try not to do the snap. Yeah. I know, it's the middle bit. It's not the best time to do it. And no real panic or anything like that. We just want to get back to the sit. And now we're relaxed and there's nothing going wrong. And this is the way it should be. It's working with the puppies, getting things done in a nice manner, fashion. We're looking after the mother, cutting the nails. Oh, we can go back now. Oh, there we go. And it's all about the way you handle it, and it's a nice slow process, it's not fast, nice and gentle. And any minute we'll be going to see Gucci's visit when I finish the cutting of the nails.